Hey, I'll use Zealots and Zerglings this time for another 4 versus 4 on the map Deadlock Ridge. We have Spartan here as the Yellow Terran. We got Night Clone. Oh, we got Night Clone in this game. He's the Green Terran. It's always interesting when Night Clone is around. We've got Contrarian, otherwise known as Contra Clone, as the Orange Protoss. And Dunamai as the Pink Zerg. Their opponents in this matchup, we do have Ferrarienzo as the Purple Terran, Sunder as the Blue Protoss, Chaos Reigns as the Red Zerg. So I expect to see many Zerg rushes, thus inflicting the chaos for which he is named. And finally rounding it out, we have Dark Minion as the Teal Protoss. A lot of interesting names on this map, and we have dueling scouts going out, probes both. I'm telling you, it's always the probe. It is always the probe, and this probe is going to stick out. This is a gateway here, so we know Sunder is not going to be going for any sort of cannon rush. But what is Dark Minion up to? Does he have a forge on the way? He has nothing on the way. Is he going to like scout this first and then decide if he wants to throw down a forge? He's not doing anything right now. He's just focusing on this scouting right here, which is not really gonna. I mean, that's really gonna hurt his macro. If he doesn't even have a gateway going down yet. He doesn't even have another pylon. He's making probes, and okay, there goes the gateway down. But he's spending an awful lot of time, an inordinate amount of time, microing that scouting probe when he should have been, you know, doing something. We have the gas just finishing here for Dunamai. The pool almost done. Looks like the pool did go down first, though, which means he's not going to be able to start that Zergling speed immediately after it pops, because obviously he's got quite a ways to go, and that pool is just about here. That probe's still nothing wrong. He's going to try to harass those drones a little bit. I don't think it's going to last much longer. I'm sure Dunamai's only going to stand for it so long. Dunamai? Dunamai? Dunamai! Get out of there. Get out of there. I actually thought he was going to lose. I thought he was going to lose one of those drones. He was not paying attention. I mean, you don't. Oh, Contrarian's going to chase that out. I thought they were both staying out of scouting probes. And it looks like, is his probe still here? Oh no, this is Sunder's probe. I don't know where Contrarian's probe went. Sometimes it does fall down. Looks like we got a complete wall off here at this joint base, and marine production is ongoing. Nothing here from Sunder at present. Although right now we have Chaos Reigns is getting expansion up right now. And that Zergling speed not on the way yet, does not quite have the gas for it. Well, hopefully he'll be starting that as soon as he does. And what about our other Zerg? He does have Zergling speed started, almost halfway done. Meanwhile, his ally is Contrarian just throwing down his core. Seems kind of late for his core. What has he been up to? I mean, he's doesn't got ridiculous amounts of money. Didn't see it. He threw down the expansion. That's why. He's going to go expand first. So Nexus before Gateway. Or I guess Nexus before Core. Which is going to be a little bit vulnerable if there's something moving out. And we do have a few links here from Chaos. I don't think they're going to do much. Yeah, these Marines will shut it down instantly. I thought maybe they're going to take that watchtower, but they changed their mind. So they're going to take this watchtower. It's going to be the wrong decision because they are outnumbered 2 to 1. Don't run those. You got them outnumbered 2 to 1, which means you're going to come away with only 1 loss. And a little micro could have fixed that. And oh, and that speed's going to kick in right there. And he's going to be expanding. Ooh, he's expanding out to this front base. Going to be hard to defend. I usually like to prefer to. I prefer to take this base right here, way in the back, and let my allies defend their own expansions. I don't care. I'm Zerg. I do what I want, man. I do what I want. And it looks like we do have the watchtowers taken here by Dunamai. I might want to send a couple over to that other watchtower, just so you get pretty good map vision. There's a couple little dark corridors here you won't be able to cover. No, looks like it says they're going to be scouting these golds, make sure no one's taking them. I guess this one's not a gold, but that's not a bad idea. And wow, we got a bit of a choke up here. If they need to move out quickly, it's going to take a while. No, I guess he's going to start moving his buildings out when he's going to get his first add-on down. Oh, no add-ons yet. Looks like he's spending the add-ons here for his factory, so I'm assuming he's going to be getting some tanks out. We don't see that yet. He's getting a reactor here, so marine tank, I'm guessing. It's just not an unusual combination, and good as long as you control your tanks properly. Even better for defense. Try to take out Marine tank in a defensive position, I dare you. But no, Sunder's going to finish that wall off, so this is their only exit, which means if an attack is going to come, it is going to be very hard for them to get there. Well, I guess they don't have a lot of units yet, and Sunder's kind of warping his in here on the low ground, so I don't know, maybe it'll be fine. Maybe it'll be fine. Forge going down here for Sunder. He's gonna need to get an expansion up though. If he's gonna try to get expansions and keep producing off of his three, or if he's gonna try to get upgrades and try to keep producing off these 3 gateways, I really think he's gonna need another bit. Well, I guess he could 3-gate off of 1 base, or okay, 4-gate. Sorry, 4-gate. I guess he could do a 4-gate off of 1 base if he wants to. It's been done quite to death, I believe. And Dark Minion is gonna be getting his expansion here in the back, and what are these guys doing over here? Basically just kind of a macro game right now. We got to push out of Marines. A single Marauder, I'm guessing he's the guy that's in charge. He's sort of the squad commander. Going to be pushing forward to defend that expansion. Oh, there's a Night Clones. This is a Night Clones army, so you do not want to mess with this army. And is he going to be getting some upgrades for those? Whoa, we got a lot of barracks going down, which if he's going to be taking this expansion now, that is good. He's going to need a lot more production going. He does have the factory up. Looks like this was just to get medevac production on the way because he's not really doing anything with that right now. Although he's going to throw down the tech lab, so maybe he's going to get the medevacs going first and then try for some tanks. And meanwhile, we got Contrarian's going to be taking this gold right here and something. Oh, poor Sunder. He's gonna try to take that base for himself. Oh no, he's gonna try to take a different base, but these stalkers are gonna put the end to it, and he hasn't laid these down yet, so they don't know he's expanding here just yet. And the position of the stalkers. And, oh, Dark Minion's got some DTs in the base, and he's gonna go after Night Clones. I'm assuming he's gonna. Oh, the warp prison. That's how they got in there. And oh, he's gonna need a scan, but oh, he doesn't have any energy on that, and I don't think he's got an orbital ready. Then he's gonna lose the starport, and yeah, he doesn't have an orbital. That command center isn't even done yet. And there's a scan right there. I'm guessing that's from Spartan. He's gonna have to try to micro just a little bit, but now they're out of range. They're out of. Oh, there's the observer. I'm about to say they're out of range of the scan, and the scan's long gone anyhow. But Contrarian always on top of getting those observers out. Not always necessarily where you need them, but in this case, definitely right where they needed it, right just in time. And he's hooling that starport is going to hurt. It's going to really hurt his medevac production. And oh, we got to push out here from Sunder, and some Mutilisks here from Chaos Reigns is going to prevent Contrarian from taking that expansion. And they're going to push forward, but I think they're going to meet some resistance. And we do have some spores coming up here. That should be enough to take care of the Mutilisks. I don't know what that was. Is that a probe? And so they're just going to need to deal with the Stalker Force, basically. I think the Mutilisks will be okay if they run them right into these spore colonies. Spore crawlers. But no, it looks like they're going to swing around to the center watchtower instead. Meanwhile, taking this expansion here from the other side of the map, almost might have been better just to take this expansion here, because you're pushing this side of the map, you're driving your enemies away from that side of the map. And I mean, they're not likely to counterattack directly behind your army. They're likely to counterattack in this direction, or at least see if there's a base up here. They're probably going to counterattack up here, but still, you might want to expand opposite the direction you're going. I know this one is more accessible to that side of the map. If you want to take this one, you really do need it. Where is it? You really do need it. Oh, wait, they've already busted down these rocks. So, yeah, there's no reason not to take this expansion. None whatsoever. And Sunder is just kind of scouring the map. He's going to move into a position that will allow him to defend this. Going to have that probe transfer going on right there. And Contrarian moving back over here. He really wants to take that expansion. I don't blame him, although he is already on 2 bases. He's going to be the only one that's get a third up in the game, I think. No, looks like Chaos Reigns does have a third up of his own. So he's the only non-Zerg. And Nightclone's going to call out Mutas. We're well aware of the Mutalisk problem, as they did manage to take out Contrarian's expansion. And a lot of Zerglings coming out for Chaos Reigns. Going to guard this base, or maybe check to make sure some of these other bases aren't taken. Yeah, it looks like they're going to be scouting those bases. Yep, they're going to be on the attack command. Nothing going on there. And +1 on these Mutilisks, +1 attack on this ground forces. And Contrarian's going to see all of that. There's no observer here for them to see that. Oh, that creep tumor is going to be sniped. I don't know why he put that up there. The only reason he was able to get that up there is because the observer provided high ground vision, but he also would have shown that there was stuff here. I guess he thought he could squeeze that in there without them noticing, but they did notice. And that is going to stop creep spread in that direction for a little while. And the Mule's forces are getting bigger. They're going to need something to deal with that. Archons would be nice. High Templar with Storm would work too. Marines, always an option. And, oh well, of course, then there's the Thor. And why am I getting a ping here? Oh, I guess I do see their pings. Duh. I don't know what I'm thinking. I've only cast like 100 of these things. And throwing up some cannons. Really wants to guard that base. And, oh, we're going to get a push out here. And it looks like Dunamite is going to try to take this base, and he's going to be prevented from it. And Contrarian is going to try to get those Stalkers out of there. He doesn't blink unless he used it. I don't know why he didn't just try to blink around those. And they are going to manage, well, they're going to slow this down. And the Corruptors from Dunamite are not going to be enough for the number of Mules that are here right now. And it looks like he's going to lose this base. He's going to try to warp in around his Zealots, but it's not going to be enough. It's just going to slow it down, and I don't see an army moving in this direction to help out at all. Okay, there's a mech army from Spartan that will be here sometime next week. They don't quite have a day yet. Depends if they have to stop and change their oil. But complete devastation here. And then we got Ferrarienzo also going to be joining us, and this is going to be quite the battle. But what? Oh, I thought this was a counterattack. Maybe this is just going to be trying to strike here, which may not have been the best idea. Although Nightclone doesn't seem to have much of an army right now. He might have been slowed down a little bit too much, and they've now taken up position on this side of the map. And they've kind of started establishing stuff on that side of the map, which means they're going to be pinching. They're going to be pinching the South team for resources here, and it's going to be concerning if they can't deal with this army. And oh, these probes were still aligned or still set to mine at that base. And the Thors, oh, the Thors doing so much damage to those Mules. At least one of them fell, possibly. Looks like it might have been two of them fell. The rest of them softened up, and this force is going to be trying to establish a position right here. They're going to siege those tanks up here. And oh, the tanks here are sieged up, and with a couple of tanks and those Thors, they do not want to deal with that, and the Roaches right here. But oh, we'll take Ferrarienzo has got his tanks up too, so this is kind of a bad place to be right now. And these Thors are actually in range. If they grab this watchtower, they might have, or they could scan. That could work too. And is that gonna? They're out of range now. And he's going to try to move. Dunamite's going to try to get some sight here, but got to watch out for the Marines. And what's going on here? A lot of Mutalisk and a lot of Lings for Chaos range. You'd think this was me in this game, but no, I am nowhere to be found at present. I am just the all-seeing Overmind, watching it over it all, and oh, marching into some tanks. But now the Marines are going to march into it. And careful, careful, Spartan, control your Thors. Spartan, mind your Thors. Mind those Thors. Oh, and he loses a Thor. That is not good. And it looks like they are going to try to retreat. No, don't go that way. That is not the way to go. And what's going on here? It looks like we got a drop from Nightclone, or did he just push in here? And it looks like there's going to be enough Mutalisks to clean this up. Even at 2-2, I don't think it's going to be enough for Marines to take this on. And oh, he's going to lose all those medevacs, which medevac production was already behind, having lost his starport. And we got Sunder trying to take this base, but he did manage to take this expansion out. That could be significant. We got a ping over here. It looks like Chaos Reign's expanding again. And he's working on a couple of macro hatcheries, so he's really getting ready to crank up that production. And what for? He does have the Infestation Pit and the Spire. He's getting +2 armor, so if he's gonna, and bang speed, so if he's gonna go Broodlords, he's gonna have to wait for a bit because his Spire is otherwise engaged. And it looks like we got Roaches here from Dunamite trying to snipe that hatchery. I think they will if they decide to focus it down on these Stalkers themselves. No! Nope, they're going to get out of there, which may not be a bad idea, but you might want to burrow. You might want to burrow. You have burrow move. You have burrow move, and 3 of them are going to survive. But the Corruptors have got to get out of there. So it's not looking good right now. They're not holding expansions, and I don't know if they've won any of these engagements, really. At best, they've achieved a stalemate, and this Lone Immortal's like, dude, I got Hardened Shields, I can... Oh, that was a lot of DPS in that one spot. But still, they have not won a single engagement. Sunder's got to be careful, because that's why. I don't see where his Observer is, and oh, we got Banelings here, going to take out all of those Zealots. And once that siege tank gets up, I think these forces are going to go... Was that Hydralisks here for Dunamite? Not good when there are tanks in this game. Maybe good against the Mulisks, but you're going to have to get a lot of Hydrosks out, because this Mulisk ball is getting pretty big. Infestors might almost be the better choice, but I find it so hard to catch Mulisks with Infestors. It's hard to catch anything with Infestors. They tend to die when you try to do that. But we still have Nightclone in this game, and he is not going to stand for these expansions being taken. And he's going to take that out, and they're not sending anything over there to defend it. And it looks like Spartan's going to be pushing out with his Thor ball. +3 attack, +2 armor, but we still have tanks on the high ground. They're going through Death Valley here. They're getting completely sieged by all these tanks. Oh, this is horrible. Oh, this is going to be decimated. Oh, but the Mutalisk. Oh, he did not get the. He did manage to wipe those 3 Mutalisks out, but he did not. No, don't go back in the tank line. What are you doing? Oh, you're getting your Thors slaughtered by tanks. And here come the Bane. I don't even matter what you throw at these Thors just completely flood that up, walked right into their deaths. And we still have Nightclone moving around, but oh, he's dealing with Colossus now, and that is not an easy thing for Marines to deal with. And they are chasing those Marines down. And yeah, they're in a bit trapped. They better pop in those medevacs. Oh, but they managed to focus one down. When they focus down another, it's no, not quite. Very close. Very, very close. But they just keep getting pushed back. They're losing control of this map. They don't have any of these side expansions, and the other team does, so it's looking pretty bad. A lot of Banelings on the way. We're at this point where Spartan's army, we're still up, because if they throw Banelings at that, and oh, but we do have some Broodlords here from Dunamite, and there's not a lot of anti-air here. I know there's and the tanks. Oh, the tanks are doing splash damage because of the Broodlings. Once the Broodlords come out, you've really got to watch where you siege those tanks. And yeah, watch those Banelings, because those Banelings will detonate on those Broodlords. And the Archons here for Contrarian are going to start sniping those Mulisks. The perfect time for those Archons. And I don't know if this is the time you want to siege up your tanks. Archons have a lot of DP, or a lot of hit points, and those Broodlings are just everywhere. Everywhere. And could this be the turning tide? Are they going to have enough? But here come the Void Rays from Sunder, and say goodbye to your Broodlords. They do not have the anti-air to stop this, and there's still quite a bit of force here right now. Now they're taking expansion. Oh wait, no, actually, it looks like we've got Nightclone pushing out with a Marine tank ball right now, and he's taking this. Oh, he wanted to take that expansion, but it looks like Contrarian kind of sniped it from him. But he's going to march right into space. I don't know where are all those Banelings right now, because they definitely could use them. But there's no Banelings to be found. They're still focusing over here. And it looks like he's going to try to run his Lings around, but the tanks have sieged up, and there's no way those Lings are going to get into there now. And Chaos Reign leaves. He lost his main. Did he think this was over? He had 3 other bases. Yeah, he's going to have to rebuild some tech, but I thought they had a stranglehold on this map. And he's going to try to land there, and I think that Nexus is ill-placed. I don't know why Chaos Reign's left. I mean, look, they're cleaning this up now. There's some tanks here, but I think soon they'll be able to take this out. And here the Void Rays. You gotta shoot the Void Rays. Shoot the Void Rays. They're clumping up a little bit. As much damage as you can do with these Void Rays will be very, very helpful to your cause. And there's more Void. I don't know why Chaos Reign's left. Sometimes in a game you get your base wiped out, but if he had a good economy, I'm sure he would just had to rebuild production. But how that would have taken all that long? Yeah, and now Nightclone's getting cleaned up yet again. He's gonna ping over here, but he did manage to snipe that Colossus. Oh, he wanted to scan, but it's too late. Too late for that scan. Don't scan now. Don't scan now. Okay. Never mind. And now they got these Void Rays to deal with. What do they have to deal with the Void Rays? It certainly isn't Broodlords, and it certainly isn't 2 Corruptors. At the very best, you could throw a few Baneling, or through a few Broodlings at that ball units. But they've got nothing to counter these Void Rays right now. This is where they really need Nightclone's Marine Ball. The Archons will help. There go a couple of, there goes the Stalkers. Okay, they will manage to clean this up, and I think they should be able to clean up those Marines, or at least force them out. And there's a Nightclone Marine Ball. The tides may be turning. Oh, but Contrarian did manage to spot the DTs coming in. He's going to lose a lot of probes. And oh, and they still cannot really hold these expansions right now. And they're going to run back to Spartan's planetary. I don't think there's any way those DTs are going to be able to muscle their way through that. Oh, they might. What was that? Did he just attack one of those DTs? And there's a scan, which they're going to need, but oh, we need to get a mass repair, but oh, it's not fast enough. DTs do so much damage. And they're only +1, but they do 50 damage, and oh, all these probes are gone. And this game still looks pretty even, but the loss of Chaos Reigns might be more than they can absorb, because it's basically a 4-on-3 right now. I mean, they have his economy. But I mean, look at that. Nightclone needs money. He's mined out right now. He needs tons of minerals right now. They cannot hold these bases. I mean, the unit combinations just seem to be enough to take care of anything, any location they've got right now. But oh, Ferrari Enzo's gonna leave now. I don't know why. I don't think they're behind. I think this match is still pretty even. And they're going to try to muscle down this planetary, and if there's going to be no mass repair, yeah, it will go down. Oh, because he left the game, so there's nobody to even bother trying to mass repair that. I mean, so now it's 4-on-2, but I mean, they got DTs, they got Void Rays, they got Colossus. They've got stuff to deal with this. Frankly, the Archons are probably the biggest threat to them right now, and everything else they could probably deal with. They got enough Void Rays to keep the Broodlord numbers down. They got Colossus to take care of the Marines and any sort of Zealot Stalkers. I just don't know why they left the game. I really think they would have won if all 4 of them had remained in this game, but now it's 4-on-2. And look, they're still pushing this side of the map quite handily, but oh, this push from Nightclone could be a death knell. Because now I mean, they were using DTs and Colossus to defend. Those are now out in the middle of the map. And with no way to mass recall back to this base, what's going on here? Oh, that was just corruption. And yeah, they're going to meet this ramp, and I think they might be able to. Yeah, the Thors are going to go down. The Archons are stuck on the ramp against the DTs. But with so few players left, I think this Marine Ball is going to do it. He's going to stem. He's going to force his way up this ramp. There's just nothing left here, and there's just not really anyone to help out. It looks like they're trying to retreat. I don't know if it's because they met resistance or they realize they have to defend right now. And that poor Archon, those Thors are going to go take him out back and muscle him up a little bit. Yeah, and there we go. A combination of Nightclone and half their team quitting is gonna win this game. I just don't know why they left. I really think they were in the lead that game. They were maintaining map position. They were taking the side expansions. They were denying the other team's side expansions, and they were winning. They were winning every engagement. A couple of pushes from Nightclone did do a lot of damage, but they managed to clean it up quite completely. And yeah, now here the forces are back right now, and this is the kind of force you want to have here. DTs and Colossus. There's going to be the scan, which will hopefully help clean up those DTs, but look at those Colossus. They're just going to incinerate this. I mean, look at that. Look at how they dealt with that. Didn't he leave the game? Someone rebuild his base for him? Where? Oh, he's not rebuilding his base. I can't read. I cannot read. And Nightclone's still struggling with money, but now he's gotten the gold. He's mass mining that. You could even throw mules down there, and that would really make his. I mean, he can drop down 4 mules right here, and that will get his minerals way back up. He can get another Marine Ball. But again, I mean, they'll be good against the Void Rays, but the Colossus and the DTs, which I guess they finished off the DTs. And that'll help a lot. Not that he can't afford to make more DTs. They didn't snark the... No, Dark Shrine's still just fine. But Nightclone's the only one that seems to have an army right now. Other than, obviously, this couple of Archons, that one's going to die. And Marine's just not going to be good against this unit combination. All they can do is try to whittle it down to nothing. They're pushing the front again. These SCVs are going to get destroyed. What do they have right now? Looks like we're going to get a Ling counterattack from Dunamai, plus 3 attack on those Lings. No crackling upgrade though. Here we go. There's a Thoribald. This might be enough to help finally win this game for them. And these SCVs are having a mass repair circle. I think the Thors might finally turn the tide. I actually still thought they were going to win it with those Colossus. But I think the Thors are going... I think the Thors will be enough to turn it. The Marine Ball was just not going to cut it. And oh, we need to get a repair on that quickly. No, you need at least... There we go. There we go. Good SCVs. The Spartans SCVs will take care of that. They got nothing better to do. Now we got Dunamai's going to be taking these bases. Yep, see now they don't have enough players left to manage all this map space. But oh, the mules! The mules! Oh, the mules! Could we get some corruptors now? Well, I can't really afford the corruptors. Maybe soon, but just these colossi have just been so effective this game. There we go. So we got some Vikings. Nightclone's like, I am sick of these colossus. I am making Vikings. And there's Sunder. That might be the right decision because they really have no anti-air to speak of right now. It seems like they're gonna warp in a few stalkers. But frankly, he almost could. There's a lot of Colossus here. I'm not saying he can almost just sacrifice his Vikings just to take out the Colossus, and then they wouldn't have any resistance left. But it looks like the Colossus are running out of places to run, and with very little defense, their ability to walk up and down the cliffs and their range is probably the only thing keeping them in it without any sort of defense whatsoever. And there we go. Back and forth and back and forth. I'm telling you, don't quit until you know it's over. I mean, don't overstay your welcome, but don't quit. Just because you personally are having a bad game doesn't mean that your team is losing. Doesn't mean the other team is winning. It just means that you're just kind of the focus of the attention right now, and sometimes the best thing you can do is just die as slowly as possible. Your allies will build up, and they will avenge you, my brother. They will avenge you. And there we are. We're in cleanup mode now, and well, someone's gonna just throw down a last swarm of Zerglings, which fully upgraded Zerglings. They're gonna make a dent in these bases. And it looks like those are Dark Minions. Looks like those are Dark Minions Lings. He probably just had nothing but minerals left, and he's like, fine, I'll just use my allies' stuff because they left early. Ooh, but Archons. Oh, Archons. One of the many, many, many mortal enemies of the Zergling among just about every other unit in the game. Very few units in the game that aren't the Zergling's mortal enemies. Okay, Dark Minion's gone. Okay, there we go. There it is. I'm telling you, don't leave until you're certain the game is over, but I hope you enjoyed this one, and have a day.